introducing the Labor Day Lazy Feast from your hometown favorite, Outpost Smokehouse and News Talk 1250 KBRF. Head over to KBRFradio.com, then go to the contest tab to enter now for your chance to feast the lazy way this Labor Day. A fully loaded holiday feast worth $500. Ribs, brisket, savory sides delivered straight to your door. The Labor Day Lazy Feast brought to you by Outpost Smokehouse and News Talk 1250 KBRF.
It's Morning Talk on News Talk 1250 KBRF, brought to you by Pioneer Care and Fergus Falls Monument Company. Now, here's Mary Dolan and Dave Bishop.
Let's try that again. Sometimes there's not just enough time, Mary.
Oh, there you go. We're both falling apart, right?
We're both trying to get like 8 things done at once.
I know.
I don't even have my camera zoomed in yet.
Oh, that's okay. All right.
We'll just put it over you.
Yeah, don't. Yeah.
And of course, your camera's not on.
Oh, well, great.
That's great.
Okay. All right. Well, if I'll talk a little bit. How about that? And you can come in here. And boy, poor Dave. I wish you could see him around here. He is flying from studio to studio to studio, and he's taking care of the feed, the video feed. He's taking care of course, punching a million buttons in the studio, and then he's the news guy as well while Derek is off. So, boy, you're going to need a bigger head for all those hats, is all I can say. And thankfully, you know, I don't know how to do any of that stuff anymore. I just know how, and I don't always even get that done, and that's just to turn on my microphone, and that's about the only thing that I'm capable of doing these days. Radio technology has gone way before me and gotten out ahead of me. So anyway, it is a Thursday already. I just can't believe, and the last day of July. So if you are lamenting summer going fast, oh boy, every time we get to the end of another month, it makes me think, oh gosh, this is going way, way, way too fast.
Way too fast.
Yeah. Well, anyway, thanks for getting all that stuff done. I don't know, you need to be 3 people while you're here.
I need to be 3 people because I'm doing the work of 3 people.
Yeah, you are. So anyway, well, yeah, can you believe end of July?
I am very, very very, very happy it's the end of July.
You are?
Oh, yes.
Really?
Derek's back on Monday.
Oh, right, exactly. Oh, that's good for you. Oh, good.
We hit August 4th, and everything's going to be sunshine, flowers.
Oh, that's going to be great, and just think how you will enjoy that. Well, anyway, thanks for the extra effort this last month. I know it's been kind of a harried experience for you, but okay, so couple of things going on in the news. I don't know if you saw this, but it was this is how crazy the left, there's no other way to say it, can get over the smallest thing, how they can work racism and white supremacy into the craziest things.
Anything.
They can turn anything into white supremacy, and anyway, and I don't know if you've seen this, and I can't remember her name, but she's a model, and she is modeling for American Eagle. And she has...
Oh, yeah, Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it, but I've heard of it.
Sydney Sweeney. Okay. So, and I haven't seen it either, but from the description, I believe she has like a denim jacket on, and it is open, and she has got nothing underneath. So it's a bit spicy, if you will. But she looks great. Of course, she's got long blonde hair. She's white. Anyway, and the line is this. Now, keep in mind, this is American Eagle, and they're selling jeans, denim jeans. And I think this is a super clever campaign, and it says this. Did she say, I've got good jeans, I think? Or she's got good jeans. I can't remember.
It's something.
But it's Jeans, like denim jeans.
Yep.
So immediately they're saying that she is suggesting, because she is white and blonde and beautiful, that she is better than anyone else, thereby suggesting white supremacy. Now, I think you really have to stretch to even
Gotta reach to get
think
that.
of that.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Great jeans. Yes, denim jeans that you wear on your body has absolutely nothing to do. And you know, Beyonce had an ad that was real similar,
Yeah.
but nobody complained about her.
Nope.
So anyway, I just thought that was, it's laughable. I mean, it's so ridiculous. And if there are people in this country, I mean, American Eagle, whatever. I mean, kind of a younger person place to shop, I think. Anyway, I can't imagine that this is going to keep people from going into American Eagle and buying stuff if
No.
they like it, you know.
All it's doing is putting a little extra look at that ad campaign
Yeah.
for the more eyeballs.
Well-
Let's put it this way. You and I would not be sitting here talking about American Eagle if it wasn't for this controversy.
Exactly right.
So they got to love it.
Well, I hope they do, and I hope it serves them well. But anyway, I just think, boy, you can really, really be ridiculous about so many
Yeah.
things. So anyway, that was in the news today. This is also in the news. I think this is very frightening. Have you heard of those Meta glasses, you know, that you can wear, and you can actually see information about the people that are
Yeah,
in your
they're
view?
AR glasses. I mean, there's
Yeah.
several different brands.
Yeah, right. But Meta is it's the one that we're hearing about the most often.
Okay,
or
yeah, they
just
work with,
recently.
got a lot of those in Ray-Bans.
In Ray-Bans. You're exactly right. And now I'm mad. I just bought a new pair of Ray-Bans, and I should have been
Dun, dun, dun.
boycotting them. I forgot all about it. Might bring them back. Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg revealed plans for personal super intelligence. Now, I think this is frightening. This is in artificial intelligence. Ahead of the company's second quarter earnings report, Meta has invested heavily in hiring top AI researchers and engineers to pursue this goal. While details on the superintelligence concept were vague, Zuckerberg emphasized its role in personal empowerment rather than centralized automation. Now, I feel like this is an opportunity for people to know everything. Joe off the street, if he can afford the Meta glasses, and this whole super intelligence thing, there's going to be no bounds anymore, no privacy of any kind.
The first ones were the Google glasses or Google Lens. I can't remember what they were called. Google Lens or Google Glasses. And then Meta or Facebook kind of came up with theirs a couple years after the fact. So there's probably a little bit more advanced because they had a little bit more to base theirs off of. Because I think the Google Lens or Google Glasses kind of really failed.
Yeah, Google Lens is an app.
Yeah, it must
yeah.
be Google Glasses.
Yeah, I think so.
But yeah, they're integrated in your glasses. And if you have glasses, there's a little thing that goes out in front of your glasses that is like a little screen.
Okay, I think that's frightening. And I think it's also weird that people want to know everything about everyone that they encounter.
But yeah, I mean, I think Google Glasses came out like 5 years ago.
Oh, it was that
I mean,
long
it's
ago?
been around forever.
Oh, I didn't know that they had. Well, you hear a lot about.
Probably just the update and stuff that has that new
Right.
stuff.
But in fact, I know somebody who gave them as a gift. And they were describing it to me, and I thought, oh my goodness, where have we come? How much more super can super intelligence become?
Yeah, but the problem is, with the more intelligence our equipment gets, the less intelligence we get.
Yeah, well,
That statement right there just proves it.
that's exactly true. Yeah, I just wonder why we need stuff like that. I mean, what is the end game there? Why do we need to know? We can't stick our hand out and shake someone's hand and introduce yourself anymore?
Yeah, you're just talking about one aspect of it. It'd be like saying,
Yeah, like
in
what
a
else?
car, it's got a horn. It just be talking about the horn. I mean, you've got to talk about the driving aspect. It does a lot of stuff like, hey, a Meta, like in the commercials for it, It's got Chris Pratt and the other two of the Marvel guys, and they're like, "Oh, tell me about this this work of art." And then it goes through and says, "Hey, this is the comedian, da 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 da. Hey, Meta, you know, how much should I, you know, tip a waiter or something?" It's got a lot of.
So it's like Google in your glasses, kind
Yeah,
of.
it's basically that's what it is, and so.
But I just feel like there's a lot of information out there, not just information like you would get from Google, but, and even, have you ever Googled yourself, Googled your own name?
No, I'm not that vain.
Well, you should, because you can't even believe the information that is on Google.
Oh, I
about
believe
you.
it.
And Google seems like old stories. Oh, that's old hat now, because you know, AI has taken it so much further forward. I don't know if that's forward or backward. I just sometimes I wish I was younger. And when things like this happen, I'm glad I'm the age I am. Maybe I don't need to live through too much more of this.
I look at social media and especially smartphones. I am very happy that didn't exist when I was in my 20s.
Yes, I would agree.
All the stupid decisions I've made in my life, there's no record of them.
Isn't that the truth?
Yep.
Yeah, and you know, I was just at a weekend with some friends not so long ago, and for 2 days, two of the people there never were without their phone in their hand. Instead of sitting at the table visiting with us, they were, you know, apart from us, and each of them on their phone. And I think, you know, live in the moment.
Exactly. That's why you need those glasses. Then you don't have to look down. You can make eye contact with Mary while Googling your name.
I don't know. I think sometimes technology just takes us a little too far. But anyway, okay, this is kind of off the track here, but I think it's, well, you know what, maybe I'll save it for the second half of the show because it's happy. It's, I read two things this morning while I was having my devotions at home, and two of the things that I read at the end, it falls under a category of how happiness happens. And I just thought, that's really easy to do these things that I will tell you about. And sometimes I think we get too tied into, you know, speaking of technology, we get, you know, knee deep into our work and technology and all these things. And I think the general mood, if you will, across the country is just angry. And I don't remember, you know, when you and I were growing up, and I know you're a lot younger than me, but even when you were growing up, there wasn't this angry,
No.
you know, like road rage. I mean, you can't. Yesterday I was sitting at a red light. I was in North Dakota.
There's your problem.
I wasn't sure if everywhere in North Dakota, is it, I never know, can I go right on red in North Dakota?
Unless it's posted, yes.
Okay. Well, anyway, I wasn't sure, and I was in the right lane of 2 lanes to turn right. And off to my left was a big truck, so I couldn't see what was coming from the left behind him, so I wasn't moving. I barely had my foot on the brake, and I'm getting honked at from behind. And I thought, oh
No
my
decks.
goodness, relax. I can't see if I'm going to pull into a semi. Just, you know, hang in there. And that is kind of the culture that we've become.
Yeah.
And anyway, so I read a couple of things about how happiness happens. So I'm going to save that for later in the show on the happier end of things. How's that?
Sounds good.
Let's see. Brown University reached an agreement with the Trump administration to address the discrimination complaints and regain that federal funding. I love this.
We don't need the federal funding until it's taken away.
Exactly. And a lot of these universities are coming to their knees to the Trump administration. The Ivy League institution will pay $50 million to Rhode Island workforce development organizations over a decade and make concessions such as adopting the government's definitions of male and female. Gosh, wouldn't that be something if we actually came back to the realization that there are two sexes, male and female? Period.
Yep.
End. Stop. Yeah. Anyway, and they're going to remove race from the admissions process.
Which they should. It should be based
Which
on.
Absolutely, it should. Just base it on the person.
Yep.
Anyway, same goes with hiring practices. And a lot of these Ivy League schools were hiring people because that particular applicant checked all the right boxes, but not the greatest applicant for the job. So they're getting rid of those kinds of things too. But I think it's really funny when it comes down to federal funding. Boy,
Yep.
brought a couple of those Ivy League schools to their knees pretty quickly. Former Vice President Kamala Harris confirmed that she will not be running for California governor in the upcoming election. Wow, probably smartest thing she ever
Well, I think she was
said.
looking at her numbers, and her numbers are awful.
I know. I just think she absolutely no trust whatsoever in somebody
No.
like that. I think her public office. Do you think she's done in public office?
I hope so.
I hope so,
I wouldn't.
too.
I wouldn't let her run a hot dog stand. let
I
alone
know.
a State.
In a statement, Harris expressed her love for the state and its people, but stated that she will not pursue the gubernatorial position. Since her unsuccessful 2024 presidential bid, Harris and her husband have returned to California, where he has resumed his private law practice and teaching. So, bye-bye.
I mean, they've got to be loaded. Why go and
I don't know.
submit yourself to the mess?
They just need the 15 minutes all the time, I think, is what the deal is. And the Federal Reserve decided to keep interest rates unchanged.
I think they're doing it out of spite. It's like they know I need a new
think
car,
so,
and
too.
so they're like, hey.
And do you know what? Do you think Jerome Powell, do you think he's out?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. All right. Coming up on 9:30, break for the markets, and we're back with more on Morning Talk.
Back with more Morning Talk with Mary Dolan and Dave Bishop. Brought to you by Pioneer Care and Fergus Falls Monument Company. After the markets on News Talk 1250 KBRF. Depend on it.
This is Ryan Welly with the Fergus Falls Monument Company. When you're thinking about a memorial for your loved one, I invite you to stop in and see our large selection of memorials on display. The memorial you choose is crafted for you right here locally with an everlasting warranty. That means it's perfect, now and forever, guaranteed. Call or stop into Fergus Falls Monument or visit us online at foreverstonememorials.com. Memorials that matter.
Hey, it's Chris Atterbury. Today, the trade deadline. It's a huge day in baseball, but there is no actual game to be played. I do hope you'll join us tomorrow as the Twins take on the Cleveland Guardians. 5:30 pregame lineup chart and a 6:10 first pitch, as it'll be Joe Ryan scheduled to make that start. Tomorrow, Tim Grubbs will have the call as he makes his Twins radio debut alongside Glenn Perkins right here on your home for Twins baseball.
News Talk 1250 AM KBRF. Depend on it.
Weather can shift quickly and sometimes become dangerous. Listen for the latest weather forecast and the latest reports from the Weather Spotter Network. Brought to you by Otter Tail Power Company and Lakes Country Roofing. In the event of severe weather, tune in for up-to-the-minute weather conditions from local weather spotters throughout the area. For power outage information, visit otpco.com. Storm damage to your roof or siding? Visit lakescountryroofing.com. The Weather Spotter Network. Brought to you by Otter Tail Power Company and Lakes Country Roofing.
612 Saturdays are back at Target Field. Enjoy $6 drinks, $1 snacks, and $2 food when gates open.
I'm from the 952. Can I enjoy 612 Saturdays?
The 952 is welcome.
I'm from the 218.
218, 651. Everyone is welcome at 612 Saturdays.
I'm from the 313. How about me?
That's Detroit.
Yeah.
Sure. Enjoy the weekend wind-up with 612 Saturdays presented by Carbliss. $6 drinks, $1 snacks, and $2 food. When we're together, the Twins rise as one. Join in at twins.com/tickets.
Get the latest in ag information and market updates with the Red River Farm Network. Monday through Friday, News Talk 1250 AM KBRF. Depend on it.
Good morning. I'm Jamie Dickerman with a market update on the Red River Farm Network. Grain markets once again trading lower. Advanced Trading's Brian Basting says things are falling into place for a record crop here and in Brazil.
We've really got a cooling, much cooler pattern, Jamie, than we've seen across nearly the entire northern plains, corn belt area here. Nearly ideal for post-pollination for corn. Right? I take that back. We're almost pollinated now for corn, silking probably approaching 80-85% here later this week. So nearly an ideal setup for that. You want some cooler weather post-pollination, some moisture to basically give that kernel every chance it can to be fertilized and be in an environment where it's not going to abort. And so if you don't get much kernel abortion, that just means more bushels per acre. So we're looking at some private estimates starting to creep out for the August 12th crop report. We'll get more of those next week, but we're starting to see some record numbers.
Livestock markets continuing to shoot into the stratosphere.
Tremendous history being written as you and I speak here at the end of July in 2025, Jamie. All-time highs in the cattle market every day. Now, we are seeing a pullback here on Thursday morning. If nothing else, some profit-taking, Jamie, ahead of some news on the trade deals. Of course, the August 1st deadline for many is coming up. Will some late deals be struck here and maybe just a little bit of profit-taking ahead of that?
Advanced Trading's Brian Basting reporting agriculture's business. You're listening to the Red River Farm Network.
The Minnesota Farmers Union Minute. MFU President Gary Werdish stops by to talk about the latest in tariff and trade negotiations from the White House.
It was good to hear that the president and the EU come to an agreement on the tariffs, on the EU tariffs. But you know, we're still concerned, farmers, and we're still getting concerned because we've never recovered from when the president in his first term put on the tariffs on China. And you know, we need to get the tariff issues settled and behind us. But you know, it is good to hear that they come to a framework. But you got to remember, they are just frameworks. There's no final deals on them, and in all reality, you know, we haven't really gained anything other than our consumers will pay a 15% tax because everything that's imported, you know, with the exports or that's exported into the United States, into our country, has to pay a 15% tariff, and that'll reflect as a 15% tax on the American consumer.
Your voice in St. Paul and Washington, D.C., it's the Minnesota Farmers Union.
Early mornings, late nights, rain, snow, sunshine. It's the rhythm of the day for the American farmer and rancher. We get it. The Red River Farm Network is here to help you make informed decisions for your farm. We're proud to deliver farm news, markets, and weather to the innovators and decision makers. Trust Don Wick, Tyler Donaldson, Jamie Dickerman, and Drew Lerner, delivering the information that impacts your bottom line. We're the Red River Farm Network, and we're reporting agriculture's business. World Weather Incorporated senior meteorologist Drew Lerner is your trusted source for agricultural weather. From the northern plains,
we do expect some showers to develop and a couple of thunderstorms. The majority of the meaningful rain, though, is going to be in southern Canada.
To South America,
Buenos Aires, La Pampa, and Cordoba, but it doesn't occur until we get into next week, leaving plenty of time for changes in the forecast.
Drew Lerner, only on the Red River Farm Network. We're reporting agriculture's business.
Minneapolis wheat September, we are down a half now at 576 3/4. December is down 1 1/4 at 598 3/4. September Chicago down 2 1/4 at 521 1/2. And September KC, we're up 2 cents now at 524. September corn is down 1 1/4 390 1/2. September soybeans down 1 3/4 974. And looking at canola, November, we're down $6.50 at $6.90.10 Canadian. August live cattle now down 92 cents, $232.15. Got the August feeders up 10 at $339.05. And right now, August lean hogs of 65 cents, 107.67. This is the Red River Farm Network.
Is your teen or young adult withdrawing, experiencing anxiety, or depressive thoughts? They may need a larger team to care for them. That's where Hazelden Betty Ford comes in. Our team of experts help guide with proven mental health and substance use support. You can trust Minnesota's #1 teen treatment center to help your child thrive. Turn to WeGotYou.org to learn more. Hazelden Betty Ford. We Got You. Sponsored by Hazelden Betty Ford Foundation and aired by the Minnesota Broadcasters Association and this station.
Leighton Media of Fergus Falls is looking to add an energetic, driven, detail-oriented individual to our company. The role of sales and marketing coordinator allows you to be the essential piece in our organization, connecting our on-air and sales departments as well as our company with our community. This position is full of variety, and it will be a challenge to find any one day exactly like the last. To apply for the sales and marketing coordinator position, go to Leighton.media. Again, apply at Leighton.media. Your success starts here.
Do you experience pain, cramping, tingling, and numbness in your hands and feet? Is your balance worsening? Is your sleep or quality of life suffering? Hi, I'm Dr. Tom Wilson at Detroit Lakes Chiropractic. I specialize in neuropathy care and offer a non-medication treatment. We increase blood flow to repair the nerves rather than mask the symptoms. No surgery, shots, or addictive medications with side effects. It simply works 95% of the time if you qualify for care. If you or someone you know would like to learn more, please call me at Detroit Lakes Chiropractic.
Otter Tail Coaches is hiring bus drivers, $2,000 sign-on bonus and $21.85 an hour. Also hiring motor coach drivers for events and games, part-time, flexible schedules. Call Otter Tail Coaches to find out more. Otter Tail Coaches of Fergus Falls.
KBRFradio.com is your online home for News Talk 1250 KBRF. You'll find the latest in local and national news, plus sports, and you can podcast or stream live. That's at KBRFradio.com. News Talk 1250 KBRF. Listen anytime, any place with the Fergus Now app on your phone. It is 9:37. Currently sitting in at 65 degrees on another beautiful day as we get ready to wrap up Thursday. And Morning Talk brought to you this morning and every morning by our good friends over at Pioneer Care and at Fergus Falls Monument Company.
All right. And it's a Thursday, so we're getting to the end of the week, too, and not only the end of the month, but, boy, August 1 already tomorrow. Well, I told you I was going to talk about how happiness happens. I read two things this morning with regard to this, and I found this story interesting. Here's what it says. The boss had all he could take. No more, he resolved, and he left a staff meeting, and he left the staff a letter explaining why. I'm taking a leave of absence for 1 month. There has been a history around here of people not respecting each other. And as of this moment, it's over. Going forward, people are either going to treat each other with respect, dignity, and courtesy, or I will retire. When I return, if nothing has changed, I will move on. So the frustrated boss even left his organization specific assignments to fulfill during the 30-day hiatus. Among them, simply say good morning. That's all he asked them to do. That was their, here's your to-do list. Simply say good morning. It's not that hard. When he returned, the atmosphere was very different. Employees were learning the meaning of the word considerate. His ultimatum had its desired effect. Perhaps we need an ultimatum on this society.
Well, at least he must have at least been a boss they liked, because otherwise when he got back, he's like, hey, we get rid of this guy.
I know. They must have really liked him. But just the fact, I mean, it was like, can you imagine being in a meeting and the boss stands up and says, okay, I've had it. You guys are not even nice to each other. You don't, give each other respect or dignity. I've had it. I'm leaving. If you don't change this in 1 month, I'm out of here. I mean, can you imagine being in that meeting?
Yeah.
I thought that was really, really interesting. And this one I found interesting too. It says, the next time you find it difficult to live with others, imagine what it would be like to live with you.
I'd love to live with me.
Do you know sometimes though, don't we? We're like always pointing the finger. This person drives me crazy, making my day hard, and then I think I don't ever think of what that would be like then to turn the finger around and point at me. What's it like to work with me? What's it, you know?
I'd love to work with me, and I would love to live with me.
Would you?
Oh yeah.
So
Jen's lucky.
You so you think you're that good?
I'm that good.
Oh my goodness. I just think sometimes we don't think of those things, but anyway, it ends with this. You think the world needs to be more tolerant, then be tolerant yourself. You wish people would quit complaining. I love this. Then you quit, and the world is automatically minus one whiner.
I can see that.
Isn't that good?
Yeah.
Yeah, you want people to stop whining and complaining, then you start it.
Well, I'm never going to not whine and complain about cities and NODACs.
That is for sure. That is for sure. But anyway, I found both of those things interesting and maybe just thought-provoking. Like,
yeah,
it's always easy to point the finger at somebody else, and it's always easy to say, well, they're a knucklehead.
Well,
when maybe you're a knucklehead too.
You know the old phrase: if you're pointing the finger at somebody, that means three fingers are pointing at you.
Yeah, true.
That's why you got to start talking like this. You got to trumpet. You got to go like this.
Yeah, because you don't want those fingers pointing back at you.
Don't want to point it back at you, so you got to go like this.
But isn't that the truth? I mean, you just have to consider yourself in the whole scheme of things and how you are maybe adding to the very problem that you can't stand.
Yep.
And it's easy to complain.
Well, you've got complaining, you've got gossip. I mean, yeah,
I know.
There's a whole lot of things.
Yeah. So if you're sick of people gossiping and you're sick of people complaining, then stop those two things yourself. And right there, you've got one less complainer, one less gossiper, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's hard. I know it's easier said than done. But anyway, I thought that was thought-provoking. This, too, this is very interesting to me. World Athletics has announced that starting September 1st, it's so crazy we need to do this, female competitors in elite athletics must undergo a one-time gene test to determine their eligibility to compete as a woman.
Couldn't you just peek in the shower?
I suppose you could. There's a little more technical. There's a little more technical test than peeking in the shower. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, anyway, they're. I don't even know if I can go on after that. Okay. There is a genetic test, and now, I mean, can you believe where we've come? And I suppose this all has to do with Brittany Griner. She played her whole high school and college experience as a woman, and she is a man. She is not a woman.
Oh, I'm pretty sure she's a woman.
Do you think?
It would have came out a long time ago.
How come everywhere you look, it suggests that she is not a woman? Or is that all baloney?
It's all baloney.
Well,
trust me, when she was in Russia, it would have come out if she was a man.
Well, true.
I mean, yeah.
They might have peeked in the shower. But anyway, regardless, I mean, I'd hate to be the woman that all of the world is trying to decide whether you are male or female.
Yeah, it would have came out long ago. I mean,
well,
she was
anyway,
very well decorated in college. And,
but the big fallout is, is worldwide. I mean, and Brittany Griner, and I think that is what started a lot of this.
Oh, I think that Leah Thomas.
Thomas
that's
as well.
That's what really started this.
Well, anyway, the test conducted through a cheek swab or a blood sample, not a peek in the shower.
Peek in the shower.
will reveal the presence of the Y chromosome. The decision aims to establish clear standards for eligibility and will impact the upcoming World Athletics Championships in Tokyo, which comes up September 13th through the 21st. President Sebastian Coe emphasized the importance of ensuring a level playing field. Hallelujah.
Yep.
Is this what we've been looking for all female athletes, particularly in light of debates surrounding transgender athletes and those with different differences of sex development. So anyway, we have a couple of athletes to thank for getting us here today. Anyway, oh boy, that's gonna stick with me for the rest of the day.
So what do you do for a living? I am the official U.S. athletic shower peeker. What do you do? I peek on the showers.
Oh my goodness! But isn't it something? Just 10 years ago.
Would never thought about it.
Maybe longer than that. But would 10 years ago would we have ever thought that we would have to have a genetic testing to determine whether athletes were actually women?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I'm surprised.
Okay, well, on a lighter note, if you go for a walk today and you are out there and you walk fairly briskly for 15 minutes, it is going to, it says, lower your mortality risk.
So you're getting a little cardio, yeah.
Yeah, but quick, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
That's nothing. So I always love when I read these exercise things that seem really doable and achievable, and that they actually make a difference, because then it's not like you're telling somebody, oh, you got to go and do a cardio workout for 45 minutes in order to lower your risk. But this seems so easy. A brisk walk for 15 minutes. Yeah. Anyway, the research published in the American Journal of Preventive Medicine revealed that just 15 minutes of fast walking daily could reduce the risk of death by 20%. That's a pretty big deal.
That's nice.
Yeah. So those morning walks at 5:40 a.m. that I get up for, and at 5:40 when the alarm goes off, I'm thinking, how can I get out of this today? But thankfully, my neighbor across the road is waiting for me, and so there's accountability. You have to do it because somebody's waiting for you. And that's the reason that we do it. We hold each other accountable. So anyway, and our walk it takes us about maybe 40 minutes.
Okay.
So we get
good exercise.
So I'm probably going to live forever now.
Yeah.
If you only need 15 minutes and I'm doing 40, wow. Yeah, this is going to go on and on. Okay, devoted fans of Ozzy Osbourne, who recently passed away, they have launched a petition on change.org urging Chipotle to create a signature burrito named the Ozzy.
Wow, they're aiming the bar high.
Yeah, well, you have to launch a petition for that. Can't you just go to somebody at Chipotle and say, I've got a really good suggestion. Can you take it to the higher ups?
Don't get me wrong. I like Chipotle.
Yeah, me too. Anyway, the petition has already garnered more than 6,000 signatures, reflecting Osbourne's well-known affinity for Chipotle burritos. During the run of his family's reality show, The Osbournes, Ozzy openly admitted to consuming up to 2 Chipotle burritos per day. They're huge. How could you do that? He even called himself the Burrito Man. Osbourne's love for the Mexican-inspired fast food chain was so pronounced that he became the first ever recipient of Chipotle's coveted celebrity card.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, fans have taken to TikTok to post themselves eating Chipotle burritos in tribute to Ozzy Osbourne. His precise favorite order remains unconfirmed, but was rumored to include white rice, pinto beans, sour cream cheese, and medium salsa. That's pretty. Yeah.
I'd kind of want meat with that.
Yeah, I don't know what
you
put
a little
in
chicken.
There. Yeah.
I like your chicken. I think I get good chicken.
Yeah, it's just great food. Yeah, and I love that kind of food. I like the burrito bowls. I don't ever order the burrito.
Oh, I like the burrito.
Yeah, I always get it in a bowl. It's so much easier to eat.
And I got some good news for you later on.
Oh, you do? Later on in this show?
After the show.
Oh, okay. I think I know what it is.
All right.
Okay. Let's see what else we have for you. This is interesting. There's an actor, Neil McDonough. Do you know Neil McDonough?
Name actually sounds familiar. Sounds like a comedian or Neil McDonough?
No, he is an actor. I don't know him. But anyway, he has revealed that he refuses to kiss anyone on screen. And it's, yeah, and he's said, you know, I'm just not going to do that.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, it's had some significant professional consequences. I always had in my contracts, I would kiss, let's see, I would kiss another woman on screen. My wife didn't have a problem with it. It was me, really, who had the problem with it, he said. However, when production teams were unable to accommodate this request, Hollywood just completely turned on me. They wouldn't let me be part of my show or the show anymore. The actor, here we go, who has appeared in numerous TV shows and films, including Desperate Housewives.
Band of Brothers is the main thing I remember him from.
Okay. And Yellowstone.
If you were to see a photo of him, you go, oh, that guy.
Oh, okay. Explained that his decision cost him deeply. For 2 years, I couldn't get a job and I lost everything you could possibly imagine. He said, lamenting the loss of his identity as an actor. He has been married to the same woman since 2003, which in Hollywood is quite a feat. So, Carrie Underwood going to perform her Sunday Night Football opening theme for the 13th straight season. And it's a revamped version of Waiting All Day for Sunday Night. So if you love Carrie Underwood, she will be back for another
revamped version of it.
Yeah, another season, I guess.
And the song that they're kind of revamping is I Hate Myself for Loving You by Joan Jett and the Blackhearts.
Oh, okay. Well, you know more about it than me. I think I saw this morning that preseason football begins like tonight.
Oh,
for some teams.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it. It's probably the Hall of Fame game.
Yeah.
'Cause I know that one's early. The first Vikings game is on the 9th.
Oh boy.
So yeah, it'd be probably the Hall of Fame window.
Is preseason kind of dull, kind of boring?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, what do they put the starters in for a couple of plays and then they're done?
If that.
If that. I mean, they don't want a chance. I mean, so I don't really know why.
Plus,
Why do we do preseason?
Well, because people are fighting for jobs.
I suppose.
There's only 3 preseason games now. There used to be 4. But they've decided to put an extra regular season game in there. And so they said compromise was 1 less preseason game. But you got people fighting for jobs.
I suppose.
How are you going to know who your third running back is? How are you going to know who your backup linemen are?
Okay. All right. You win. I'm still back on the peek in the shower story. Okay. Here's another headline, and I think this is true. Even high-income earners are starting to struggle with paying bills.
I believe it.
And maybe some of those high-income earners have, shopped a little too much or, spent a little too much money, and now they're trying to pay for some of those luxuries that they thought they could afford.
They remodeled their bathroom and got a really nice shower.
I guess. They're talking about specifically earners that make $150,000 or more annually. Delinquency rates for credit card and auto loan payments in this demographic have more than doubled.
Seriously?
Since 23. You make 150 G's and you can't make your car payment?
I'm not even remotely near that. I don't even think I make what they pay in taxes on that.
Anyway, more than doubled in the last 2 years.
Wow.
That's significant. Auto loan delinquencies have shown the most significant increases. Factors such as cooling job market and higher housing costs are cited as driving forces behind the financial struggles for top earners. This trend poses broader economic concerns as wealthier Americans and their spending play a crucial role in the economy, with tighter budgets affecting various income brackets. I think tighter budgets are kind of the norm.
Yeah, it's no
today.
longer unprecedented.
I mean, that's right. You have to consider.
Oh yeah.
And I think just a lot of people are just reining it back in and thinking, and there's probably less stress in living with less and lower payments or fewer payments. So I think a lot of people found themselves having to do that, and now they're kind of breathing a sigh of relief thinking, oh gosh, I got out of hand and this is so much better. I don't know. I think a lot of people are just living differently because things just cost so much.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I don't know. Do you pull back in certain areas?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I used to love going to auctions. Now it's like, I just can't.
Oh, you just can't. 'Cause
I
you can't stop yourself from raising your hand.
I used to buy so much stuff.
Did you?
Oh, yeah. I loved auctions.
Oh, I don't. I'm so, and I've told this story a million times, but after we moved, I tell you what, if this pen is laying on my counter and it's not going to be used in the next 24 hours, it's gone. I mean, that's extreme, but you know what I mean. If there's things that we are not using, it will not lay around very long. It becomes given to someone else, tossed out, whatever. I just don't want to ever get to where I let our house get after leaving.
I mean, that's smart, yeah.
Being in there for 26 years. I just could not believe what we had accrued and the stupid things I was saving. And some of them I didn't even know I was saving. They just got really tucked back. And, so I just never want to get there again.
Mm-hmm.
So if there's something sitting there and I think, am I really going to use that? For example, I got a new rug, so I replaced the old one. What am I going to do with that rug? Well, I asked 3 people, hey, could you use this? It's a great rug. And somebody took it. Yeah, we'd love that. Great. It's out of my house.
I'd be worried if I was that person's husband.
The rug?
The rug.
No, it's a small one. It's not one of the big giant rugs.
You can't hide a body in it?
No, it can't. No.
Okay.
Yeah, you couldn't roll it around a watermelon. I mean, it's a it's a small area.
That's safe.
Like right in front of the sink rug kind of thing.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah, but it's a really nice one. It's a heavy wool one, and I probably spent way too much money on it, but I loved it while it matched my kitchen, and now it doesn't any longer. So, but I'm just glad that somebody else can make use of it.
Well, there you go.
And I don't have a rug rolled up sitting around with no home. Okay. All right, let's wrap this thing up for a Thursday. And we want to thank you all for joining us all week long, and we'll be back at it. Don't forget, we are on the road next Tuesday over at Nelson Auto Center talking rodeo. So get over there and get signed up for those tickets. We're going to be giving away a set of VIP tickets next Tuesday. And you can come on over and meet the pickup guy. You can even meet his horses if you'd like.
Nice.
So next Tuesday. All right. Thanks for joining us. Our show today and every day brought to us by Pioneer Care and by Fergus Falls Monument Company. Have a great weekend.